Am I the astronaut for returning my husband's birthday gift to pay for the birthday cake my daughter baked after he refused to pay her? My daughter, 16, has a thing for baking. She bakes cakes and some sweets and makes money out of it by selling her work to relatives, friends, and supposedly us. My husband, her stepdad, his 40th birthday took place days ago. He asked my daughter to bake him the birthday cake and she agreed. I told him about paying her, to which he responded with, "Pay her? Get out of here. I'm her dad." I insisted, seeing how she's a yes person and a people pleaser, so won't outright demand the money from him. He said he'd pay, but days went by and he didn't pay her a cent. I decided to go ahead and sell the wristwatch I bought him as a birthday gift and pay her for it. He found out and went off on me. I told him he had enough time and he should have paid her even before he received the cake. He said that I was teaching her to treat familial relationships as transactional and rated her to be materialistic. I explained the time, effort, and even money she put towards making the cake, but he lashed out verbally, calling me an asshole for making this move and for enabling my daughter to expect so much from family that she's supposed to help with nothing in return. He's furious and told almost the whole family about how I took back his birthday gift and returned it. I got enough shame from family members to begin thinking that I might be an asshole for how I dealt with this. Am I the asshole? Edit! Y'all, my daughter did want and expect to be paid. If she intended for it to be free, then I would have kept my mouth shut. And also, the wristwatch wasn't expensive. I kept the rest of the money after giving my daughter her share. So, okay, thoughts on this story. I had to take the helmet off so I could actually hear. This is a complicated deal because she started doing this to make money. She started doing this with the understanding that she was doing it for other people, selling it to them to make money. So there was an understanding up front that she would be doing this for money. She was buying ingredients herself. She was putting in the time. It's her side hustle. He knows that it's her side hustle and thought, what, just because I'm her dad, I don't have to honor that, even though she's spending her own money to do this, which would be fine if it was communicated ahead of time, because you've got a deviation from the norm. Every other family member paid her to do it because they want to support her side hustle, right? It's as much about her as it is the person that she's doing this for. And I'm sure she puts extra love and care into it beyond what she's being paid for it. The other side of this is that if it's a true side hustle and she wants to be paid for it, she probably needs to learn to do some kind of invoicing system for this, right? I mean, if it's a true side hustle and she wants to make money doing this and grow this and make it become a thing, she probably needs to come up with some kind of formal system for this. But the understanding of this side hustle was that she was doing it to make money. That's why family members were having her do it. This is it's a tricky one because I understand kind of where Dad's coming from, but the precedent had been set that she was doing this for money, and that's the only reason she's doing it. She didn't start doing this because she, wants to bake a cake for everybody in the world. She started doing this because she wanted to do something she enjoyed and make money at it. She needed a side hustle, and that's what she started doing. He asked her, and he knew beforehand that she was doing this to make money. Now, I don't know that mom stepping in was the play. I don't know that mom stepped in, but he agreed to pay her. That's the kicker here. So he said, you should pay her. This is her job. This is what she's doing to make money. And at first he bucked against it, but then he said he would do it. There's the kicker. He said he would do it. Now, also, life's busy. I don't know how much time did she let go by before she took his birthday gift back to pay her. You know what? Okay, so mom stepping in and doing what she did, the daughter would have let this go, wouldn't have said a word about it because it's her dad. I think it kind of seems like she was taking donations for this, not necessarily like you owe me X amount of dollars for doing this thing. It's I will do this thing for you if you want to donate to the cause so that I can keep doing this. Cool. It seems like that was the arrangement going on here. I don't know that for sure, but she would have not said a word about it, and it probably wouldn't have been a big deal for her. She would have just been like, well, yeah, you win a donation on some, you lose some. Mom stepping in and doing what she did was probably stepping over the line. And even, if anything, you should have maybe talked to the daughter and said, hey, if you want to be paid for this, you need to talk to your dad about it or your stepdad about it. Instead, she took his gift back. There were different paths available for her. He had enough time to take care of it. There were different paths available for it. She could have just kept riding his ass about it until he finally got it done, or she could have cut the daughter a check on their behalf. Taking the gift back in order to get the funds from that was a statement, right? That was a middle finger statement. This is a blended family too, so it's extra tough and delicate. It's very tough. And you know what? I think where we're at is here. I think we're at an everyone sucks here. I really think we are. Everyone sucks except for the 16-year-old daughter, because she wouldn't have said jack about it. She would have just done it and been happy to do it and been like, yeah, whatever. Now, there was the edit down here and she said that y'all, my daughter did want and expect to be paid. So she expected to be paid for it because that was the precedent. The precedent had been set for that. Now, she wouldn't have said anything if he didn't end up doing it. So that's why I'm saying she's not the asshole here, because she would have let it slide. Mom took a statement approach to this and gave Dad the middle finger. Dad let it drag on for too long. And if their precedent was set that she was doing this for money, then he asked her to do it knowing that she does this for money. Then you have to have the expectation of paying. Then she could have said, no, this one, you're my dad. This one, I can't accept your money for it. That's a different kind of thing. Should have at least had the expectation that he was going to pay for it. But everybody sucks here.